A trend I've noticed in adults who are getting assessed for autism and ADHD is that they tend to be really worried that they're somehow going to trick me into believing that they're autistic or have ADHD when they aren't. And I notice this pattern of them almost gaslighting themselves and querying themselves and really being worried that they're just overthinking it. I'm Amanda, I'm a psychologist. I assess and diagnose autism and ADHD in my clinical practice, and I work specifically with adults who have more of an internalized or a high masking presentation. From my experience in assessing and diagnosing this, not one of my clients who thought they were autistic and ADHD have been wrong so far. By the time they've come to me, nearly all of my clients have spent probably years already contemplating it and have done lots of research, have read a lot about it, and are really at a point where they resonate so strongly with the traits. I often say to my clients in a joking way that I'm really good at my job, and I don't think that there is any possibility that you're going to be able to trick me or all these different tools and measurements that I'm using into believing that you're autistic or have ADHD if you aren't. The process of getting an assessment, my process of getting an assessment, is so rigorous, and I include so many measurements and ways of gathering information that by the end of that process, I'm so confident with my choice. And of course, if I weren't, I would be seeking supervision or getting an extra opinion on it, etc. So I try and reassure my clients that whatever outcome we come to, I'm always very confident with the result, and I want them to feel that too. Why I think this is interesting is because there's this narrative that people are just imagining they have autism and ADHD and they're watching too much TikTok and all of that type of thing. And actually, I feel like if you spend a lot of time querying if you are autistic or have ADHD, most of the time people are probably going to be right. I mean, I don't know of any neurotypical people who sit around wondering for years if they are or aren't. And I think if there are traits that you resonate with, there's probably a reason for that. And going ahead and exploring that in the context of an assessment might be the right option for you. I'd love to know your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comments below.